With a catchy tune and high-profile faces, Labor's 1972 It's Time campaign is generally credited as where modern Australian political advertising all began.
We need to get everyone listening to the other bloke's point of view.
Through the 70s and into the 80s, television radically changed political campaigning, with politicians like Bob Hawke seizing the chance to get inside millions of living rooms around the country. But as political advertising evolved, so-called ordinary Australians also got the chance to enter the limelight.
Righto, Mr Howard, it's obvious you don't want to answer any questions about where your $8 billion is coming from.
In 1987, housewife Wendy Woods earned herself the nickname Whinging Wendy for her complaints about then Coalition leader John Howard's policies.
And wasn't it you who said you can only bring down tax if you whack on a consumption tax with no exceptions?
Why can't Mr Keating get interest rates down?
Well, basically because he's locked into one of these special wages deals with his mate Bill Kelty.
The most effective political advertising crystallises underlying prejudices already in the voters' minds, thoughts they themselves might not yet have put into firm opinions.
How Dr. Hewson's goods and services tax would change your day. Water rates up. Toothbrushes up.
If Mark Latham can't manage a local council, how can he handle Australia's $800 billion economy?
Remember how disappointed you were when you realised that Kevin 07 was really Kevin O'Lemon?
Not all political advertising is negative. Successive governments have used taxpayer dollars to fund information campaigns promoting their policies, such as the introduction of a goods and services tax in 2000. Traditionally, political advertising has been the domain of cashed-up parties campaigning for office, but here and abroad there's been a growing trend towards groups claiming to be independent of party politics, footing the bill for campaigns. In the 2004 US presidential campaign, Democrat candidate Senator John Kerry's hopes were damaged by an advertisement accusing him of lying about his war record, funded by a group calling itself the Swift Boat Veterans for Truth.
John Kerry lied to get his Bronze Star. I know. I was there. I saw what happened.
Here in Australia, unions campaigned hard against the Howard government's work choices.
You can't sack me. Really.
Poker machine reform has been called un-Australian in advertising funded by licensed clubs.
They'll be telling us how many beers they have next.
And Labor's resources super profit tax was the target of advertising from mining companies.
Weaken mining, you weaken the country. But that's exactly what the government's new super tax is doing.
And finally,
there's currently debate over the rights and wrongs of celebrity endorsements.
It's time for freedom.
In 1999, the campaign for a yes vote in the Republic referendum revived the famous It's Time jingle with a host of well-known faces. It was a campaign that still failed to win over the majority of Australian voters.
It's time for proving. Yes, it's time.
Nick Grimm, ABC News.